you. But first, dive into our speed networking, and we have a pretty interesting guy. He is the president of Synergy Solutions. His name is Mark Boersma, and he is an international speaker and author, but he's got some pretty interesting perspectives on how speed networking, which is very different than just handing out a business card or exchanging information, trying to get down to the core of somebody in a very short period of time, and helping us understand how speed networking can help us fine-tune our profitable systems. So I'm going to turn it over to the very capable hands of Mr. Mark Boersma. Mark, welcome aboard.
Hey, thanks so much, Kevin. Really appreciate it. When we look at the how do we do speed networking, I think it comes down to having a system. So when we talk about fine-tuning our systems, to fine-tune our systems, we have to have a system. And over the last almost 30 years now, fine-tuning the action card and really getting it down, where whenever we meet someone, do we go through these 7 questions? Who would be, your ideal lead and why? What are the biggest challenges that you're facing in any area of your business or life? If someone could help you in any area of your life, what would you love help on? Which of these 4 shapes would you tend to, like the most? First, second, third, and fourth. Which of the 4 things would cause you the most frustration, out of control, not being done properly in order, out of control, boring or not fun, or conflict with people? 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would you change? And then 1 to 10, 10 being the best, how good of a student or how coachable do you think you are? These 7 questions will help you. If you're trained in understanding these 7 questions, it'll transform the way you network. Now, you can start off with something as simple as just like if you wanted to do even faster speed. So this is speed, 7 questions, that's fast. It takes a couple minutes. But if you want to do it even faster, you can just ask people what their biggest challenge is. So what's the biggest challenge you're facing in any area of your business or life? Write that on the back of the business card, and then go around and have a competition, a contest to see how many people you can connect with. The challenge actually is not getting that information. That's pretty simple. That I just trained you in that. Okay? Get their biggest challenge. The key is, what do you do with that after you get it? And that's really where Coffee Connection comes into play. And that's, the mastermind seminars, they might happen in your local area once a month. They might happen, they happen online, virtually, this one, once a month. Or they might happen, once a quarter in your local area live, or maybe once a year. Depends on the group that's local. The key is even once a month is not enough, because you kind of get all filled up, but then what are you going to do tomorrow? What are you going to do next week? Are you going to follow through on, fine-tuning our systems? Great. Are you going to do anything on this between now and next month when we go through achieving our life vision? Probably not, unless you're either in one-on-one coaching and or ideally in that and part of a Coffee Connection. Now, what's a Coffee Connection? It's the extension of mastermind seminars. So the purpose is to assist each member to develop their own boss, their business operating system, empowering them through systems and strategic partnerships to earn more, work less, have less stress, improve our life balance. How we go about achieving our purpose is we meet weekly in person for coffee, and some of us meet over the phone, and are intentional in building our individual boss business operating system through the 3 DNAs: DNA for people, DNA for business, and DNA for life. Now, what's the difference between networking versus mastermind groups? So in a mastermind, in a networking group, I give you a fish, you give me a fish, and we both walk away happy. But our lives, our businesses, really haven't changed much. Most likely, we still own a job rather than owning a company. Coffee Connection mastermind groups are very different than anything we have ever experienced in the past. It's all about helping business owners, leaders to develop very powerful and profitable systems which help our business to run without us, which help us to live our life vision each and every day. The most important system we need to work on, to fine-tune, to master is the system within me. It's learning how to think differently. Around us in a positive way, we fulfill our life vision and the life vision of those around us as well. So I think, Kevin, like these are systems for networking, for speed networking, to actually do something. Normally people who go out and do a lot of events, they do a lot of networking events, they go to a lot of events, they gather up a bunch of business cards and they don't really have a system for following through on it. So once we get this information, once we go through and we get the action card filled out, do we have a system in place that leverages this information to build what's called a conceptual bridge between our products and services and what people are saying their challenges are, what people are saying they'd love help with, what people would be saying they would like to change about themselves? Do we have a system that takes this and leverages this information for the mutual benefit of everyone? Does that make sense, Kevin?
It makes absolute sense. So I'm just kind of curious, what would that sound like? Do you want to just do a quick role play so that would that work for you?
Sure, yeah.
So I'll let you ask the questions, and then I'll be the person that you're networking with.
Okay. Do you just want me to just wing it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So Kevin, nice to meet you. It's great. You know, I was just curious. Like, it seems like you're kind of an energetic, outgoing guy here. I look around. You probably have a ton of stuff on your plate. What would you say the biggest challenge you might be facing in any area of your business or life, Kevin?
Yeah, it's actually driving things forward that are the most important and avoiding the distractions that seem to kind of hold me down.
Huh. Now that's interesting.
Really? Well, why is that?
Well, I think I might have some ideas on that. I'm going to have one of my associates connect with you either today or tomorrow and schedule a short, conversation over the phone, because I might have some individuals or networks or ideas that would help you in that particular area if that worked for you, Kevin.
That'd be great. Thank you.
Hey, great. Hey, do you know anybody else in the group here?
Yeah, I do.
Cool. Like, would you mind just introducing me? Because I'm new to the group and I'm kind of, you seem like you're kind of an extrovert. I love that. I'm more of an introvert.
Yeah.
Would you mind, introducing me to somebody else?
Sure. There's Elise is on the phone. Elise is here, part of the group.
Cool.
Mark, this is Elise. Elise, this is Mark.
Nice. So, Elise, I see from your name tag that you're actually not Elise. You're actually Emily. Emily, yeah, no problem.
I don't remember people's names. I just love everyone. I just love getting around.
I get it. So, Emily, I'm just curious. Like, what would be the biggest challenge you're facing? In any area of your business or life, Emily?
Learning how to discipline myself so I can wear my multiple hats better.
Ooh. Wow. That's really cool. Emily, I might have some ideas that might be able to help you in being able to do that. Would it be okay if if you went ahead, if I had one of my associates connect with you today or tomorrow and schedule a phone conversation for you and I to talk a little bit more about that, maybe see how you and I could help one another?
Sure.
Nice.
Can I ask you a quick question? What your biggest challenge is?
That's a great. My biggest challenge, Emily, is that I'm a little bit of an introvert. So I don't know. I'm brand new to the group here, and Kevin, he's really been so nice to introduce me to you. And I don't know other people. Do you know anybody else in the room, Emily?
I do.
Did you really? Could you introduce me to somebody?
Absolutely. I would like to introduce you to Alicia. Alicia's been here a little bit with us, and Alicia, this is my new friend Mark.
Alicia, it's so nice to meet you. So, Alicia, I was just curious, with all the things you got going in all areas of your business and life, what would you say the biggest challenge that you're facing, Alicia? If you're talking, Alicia, you're on mute.
I think she had to step out or something. Maybe she's super shy.
She might be more shy than I am.
Maybe she is.
Emily,
I think you could help her too.
I probably could. Maybe. I'm very shy myself. Emily, do you know anybody else in the room?
Yes, I also know Cheryl over here as well. Cheryl, this is Mark.
Cheryl, it's such a pleasure to meet you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Mark. Nice to meet you too.
So Cheryl, with all the things, I'm brand new to the group here, just trying to get to know people a little bit better. With all the things you got going on in all areas of personally and professionally. It says on your name tag here that you're the HR director of Tanglewood Conservatories. What would you say the biggest challenge you might be facing right now, in any area of your life, personally or professionally?
Well, the biggest challenge I'm facing here at Tanglewood is having a database of people to be able to pull from when I have to let somebody go. So right now we're struggling with filling the spots because I don't have a database ready.
Huh. Let me think about that just a minute. I participate in a coffee connection, and I think there might be some people there that might have some ideas or some networks that you could maybe tap into to build that database. Would it be okay if I had my associate give you a call today or tomorrow to schedule a time where you and I might be able to talk a little bit more about that and get to know each other a little more, and maybe I can help you, and maybe you might be able to help me?
Sure. I'm always open to thinking differently and having new ideas,
cool.
out there.
Love that. And then, Cheryl, like I said, I'm new to the group, kind of socially, shy. Do you know anybody else in the, group that you could introduce me to?
I think Brusanna. She's doing DNA for business, so she may have some ideas for you.
Nice. So, Rosanna, very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
That is a really amazing dress that you have on today. I really like that a lot.
Thank you.
I was just curious. I'm new to the group, and I'm just trying to get to know people. What would you say the biggest challenge you might be facing, in any area of your business or your life?
I would say that one of my challenges is trying to keep the drama down in my life so that I can go ahead and actually focus on the business.
Huh. Yeah. Oh, I hate drama too so much. Let's see here. I actually, might have, some help on that. I've got 4 daughters and a wife, and I'm telling you, the drama they bring. So I'm trying, I might have some ideas. Would it be okay if I had my associate give you a call and schedule an appointment for, today or tomorrow? I might be able to come up with some ideas for you, and you might be able to help me in some of the things that I've got going too. Would that be okay?
That would be awesome.
Nice. Kevin, do you want me to keep going? Is that good enough?
No, I think that's fantastic. And I hope everybody get an idea here of how simple this is. It's not a big deal, but it's important to ask the right questions in a specific way